show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Google means social. Social YouTube.
Good afternoon, esteemed participants. We warmly welcome you to the one-day international webinar on scholarly publishing in transition, open access, and future trends.
Good afternoon,
We
ma'am.
will commence the webinar in few minutes as some participants are joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the presentations. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. We will commence the webinar in few minutes as some participants are joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the presentations. We will shortly begin allowing time for all participants to join. Please keep your microphones muted during the presentations. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Participants to join. Please keep your microphones muted during the presentations. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. We will shortly begin allowing time for all participants to join. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the presentation. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed.
Right, ma'am.
The Google Meet capacity is full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in lobby, then please suggest them to join on YouTube Live. The feedback and certificate link will share you on YouTube Live chat as well as Google Meet. The feedback and certificate link will share on YouTube Live chat as well as the Google Meet. The Google Meet capacity is full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in lobby, then please suggest them to join on YouTube Live. Please keep your microphones muted in the presentation. The feedback and certificate link will share you on YouTube Live chat as well as Google Meet. The Google Meet capacity is full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in lobby, then please suggest them to join on YouTube Live. The feedback and certificate link will share on YouTube Live chat as well as the Google Meet. Participants who unmute during the presentation may be removed. We will commence the webinar in few minutes as some participants are joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the presentation. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. The Google Meet capacity is full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in lobby, then please suggest them to join on YouTube Live. The feedback link and certificate link will share on YouTube Live chat as well as on the Google Meet. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. The feedback link and certificate link will share on YouTube Live chat as well as the Google Meet. We will begin shortly, allowing time for all participants to join. The feedback and certificate link will share on YouTube Live chat as well as on Google Meet. Kindly please keep your microphones muted during the presentation. The feedback link and certificate link will share you on YouTube Live chat as well as the Google Meet. I'm Anisha from Skill Activate. We truly honored to have with us Dr. S. Saranya Madam, Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies, NPR College of Engineering and Technology. Dr. Saranya Madam holds MCom, MPhil, PhD, and PGDBate and ST and DCA qualifications. She has over 9 years of teaching experience and more than 2 years of dedicated research experience. She published 40 plus research papers in reputed national and international journals and also chaired sessions in 8 national and international seminars. Presented 32 research papers across national and international platforms. Attended 120 plus FTPS, MDPS, EDPS, and training programs. Skilled in research and analysis software, eViews, GRTL, SPSS, AMOS, and STATA. Her strong academic achievements combined with her dedication to research and mentoring make her a highly respected personality in management education. We are privileged to have her with us today to share her expertise on scholarly publishing grant edition open access on future trends. Now I humbly invite Dr. S. Saranya Madam to deliver her session. Over to you, Madam.
Very thank you for Ansa ma'am. Very warm and delighted welcome for myself. I thank Skill Activate team and Mr. Hari for giving me this wonderful opportunity in across the global. Once again, and thank you all the Skill Active teams and Anisa ma'am and Hari sir and myself. I belongs to in Tamil Nadu. Myself, Dr. Saranya, Associate Professor, Department of Management Study, NPR College of Engineering Technology, is in Dindigul district. So here we are discussed about, talk about the concept like scholarly publishing in transition, open access and future trends. Nowadays, after pandemic, now we are having a stream of online mode in all aspects like educations or working mode in whatever it is we are in a digital era. So nice topic we had discussed in Hari sir and myself. Somewhat people already hear this basic concept about this topic, and the newly budding scholars and faculties. I hope you all give the session is very useful and informative. I give the assurance for this team. Once again, thank you. Move on to my session for through the screen sharing mode. I think my share is visible to everyone. Can you tell anyone participants from this forum? Yeah, today we are having a very wonderful topic about in the scholaring, publishing in transition, open access and future trends. If we are having the public scholars and scholarly publishing, somewhat deviation is there in the digital era. So now today I am going to talk about the topic of scholarly publishing in it will create the transition over the open access and future trends, how it will be impact to somewhat key topics. So what are the concept I have to ensure and give the lectures to today about scholarly publishing, what are the scholarly publishing articles and open access movement. That open access movement publishing model, how we can apply for further your research development and expertise in academics and professional fields, all about in the publishing model. And then one more key topics, future trends in scholarly publishing. And it's how, if you are having the digital mode, obviously we can have the ethical and quality concern. And also these are the scholarly publishing open access transition for whom it's having researchers and institutions. So these are the key topics today I'm going to cover. Let me discuss about each and every point of slides in that scholarly publishing. It is the very basic meaning about what is scholarly publishing. It refers the process of producing and disseminating academic. Who are the liable person or who are the stakeholders of scholarly publishing? It's not a public article. Scholarly publishing exclusive for written academics or our research-based work, exclusive for experts, researchers, scholars for the advancement of knowledge in a specific field. If each individual having the specific field of knowledge in different areas, it will impact our society or it will enhance our own intellectuals. So the scholarly publishing article, and not for all the way public can access for this concept. Only the academic or research based work done experts have to do this. This publishing aspect have some large data. What are the content involved in this, like detail about your topic, what you have to choose for a area, and framing the topic, it will detail of longer. It's include data itself, it's called primary data or secondary data, or both data have been used for preparation in your papers. If kind of any data you can taken for the scholarly publishing aspects, it must be there in graphs, graphical representation of your data and interpretation, and full reference, the complete reference where you have to avail the sources, where you have to study the sources for this reference, and use the technical language as well as, and also tabulations. You must prepare a tabulations for further exhibitions of clarity about your data, and then derive from the graphs. And if you are giving the full reference for your papers or your specific field of studies with the technical language. And one more thing, if you are sharing about the scholarly publishing articles, it's published in academic journals, not like in public or magazines. It's full-fledged publications having the academic journals and useful for the research and study. How it will be leads to the further growth of their experts or researcher. That is one more thing. Now the day we all are forgetting to the traditional publishing method. After the pandemic, it is have the drastic and dramatic changes about to the digital transformation in everywhere. We can see the digital transformation like payments or like in the institutions or in the working environment, like in the shopping malls or shops. If you are anywhere, if you are aware the digital transformations, so that the scholarly publishing article move on to the digital and open and collaborative platform, because it's having the online source. We are connected with people across the state, across the nation. It connected with people on international level or globally, nationally. So that scholarly publishing article, it's a create a great impact to the digital era of our world. Here, this is a slide. It's for some basic how we can basic scholars. That's why I'm putting here how they are choose a journal. First, they have to analyze the journal. It's having some Q1 or Q2 or somewhat international journals, ISBN, EISBN, or international publications, or UGC care listed journal, Corpus journal. First, you can choose the journal where we have to apply for your papers. The second step, write your paper. It's with your specialized field or domain or observed in our inflations or economic factors, whatever it is. If we are have the fascinate, you can write a paper. After, first you can choose the journal. You can write the write-up. It's have some minimum 8 pages of detailed, and your topic is narrow, but inside the details of each pages in your paper, it's elaborated. This is a paper concept, like you can take on dissertations or thesis or your master's projects. It's have the narrow topics, but here the papers we have to prepare, the narrow topics will be prepared, and to short down all the details inside or within the 8 to 10 or 12 pages accordingly having selection for the testimonial. It depends upon that rules and regulations. And third stage, I have prepared my paper. I will send selected journals. Is there? The panel members, peer review team members are there. They have to check your papers have some plagiarisms or how many percentage of AI technology have been updated, what percentage of original work is there for your intellectual, all that's reviewed by the committees. So after we getting the revisions or short over all the reviews, they will tag this is a line for from where you have to get from other journals or secondary sources or AI helping tools where you have to taken its smart to revisions. So you people or researcher or academicians or profession to rectify all this mentioned corrections for your papers and resubmit to the other as you have to select the journal. And after that they give the acceptance. In somewhat journals having only the abstract they will send the 250 or 300 words abstract you can send before a test. The abstract will okay the reviewers or journals give the acceptance for them. Some other kind of journal or teams they ensure all the papers your length of papers will make for your publishing journals. So if you after you're getting the acceptance just move on to the copy editing where you have to publishers they are located in within India or global level. If you are copying to editing and then finally you got the stage of ended in publication. This is the slide. It's very basic level. Those who are the budding, somewhat budding scholars is there. Please kindly understand the first stage you have to choose the journal where you have to publish and write a paper. It's having narrow topic with the detailed content and submit your papers to the peer review team. After they are corrected, resubmitted your papers and it is whether it is okay, they are accepted. Again, it's having some plagiarisms or AI influenced or copy resources. They denied and review the again and copywriting and get the publications in final. This is the processing for we have to prepare a paper. And then what are the scholarly articles? What is the whose author, audience, visual appearance, length, language, content? What is the aspect it must be inside in these scholarly articles? Here first the author. Who are the stakeholders for this scholarly articles like PhD scholars, faculty members from various educational institutions, researchers from R&D or somewhat science laboratories, professionals in the field of any financing, certain and then stock exchanges and marketing experts, somewhat professionals in the field. All are eligible to publish the scholarly article. That's why I have to mention first author. Those who are the stakeholders have eligible to publish their journal in the and audience. Who are the audience for scholarly publishing articles? Other scholars. If I am the scholar, I have an author. My publications have published. The citation will be shown on my Google Scholar citations. Those who the beneficiary availed or shown or downloaded or reference your scholars it's called professional things. And visual appearance, mostly text. It's not like that in a paper format like a picture depiction in our entire or throughout the papers. Mostly the text, what you have to tell about the objectives of your papers writing may include a few graphs and charts. So the repeat against of the graphs and charts, it's most avoidable. Maximum if you are giving the text format, the sentence case have to given for this. And the few graphs or charts can add if you need for your research paper, you can add somewhat graphs and charts. And length tend to be it is constrained about which have to select the journal. Have you select for somewhat journal? The testimonial will decide at the tend to be lengthy, somewhat. Minimum itself, we can keep, have a good research paper, minimum start 8 pages of length, along with somewhat terms and conditions inside in the testimonial of publications by the publishers. So language uses professional jargon and academic languages. Then vernacular or colloquial language is strictly not permitted to the article preparations. You can use for the research terms and academic languages. Professional normalized language can be applied in your paper. So the vernacular and colloquial language or local slangs should not be permitted to accept for the paper presentations. And then content, what they are given the content, I'm already told you. Narrow topics in detail. First, you have to frame a narrow topics. For somewhat example, I have given for this. Nowadays, the gold rate have high fluctuations, up and down values in this last 7 to 8 years. The gold price is having hike, somewhat literally gradually or 20 or 50 prices getting down. Suppose you can take a survey on gold price fluctuations related to the specific field. Here, gold fluctuations is your topic. How it will narrow down? Because gold is called commodities. It's having different commodities like that metal, gas, natural gas, and crude oil. These all called commodities. Why you can chosen for the narrow topics. You can choose only the one commodity like metal or oil, natural oils or somewhat gold. This is the basic fundamental aspect to prepare a paper. Narrow topic in detail related to the specific field. What you have to analyze the gold fluctuation rate or the economical inflations or impact affect to the economy. It is included there. And also where we have to collect from the sources like reports and then SIP or somewhat business economics news, where we have to include the full citations for many creditable sources also given in your papers. It is more importance for that preparing the paper. So this is slide I want to explain who are the authors who are eligible for this scholarly publishing article and where the people are seen our concepts. And visual appearance, most of text contents it will be there. The length, it will be decided by your publishers. And language, it should be in the academic language, use professional language in your papers. So choose your topics in detail related to the specific field, full citation of many creditable sources. Here are some basic stages about writing the papers. First, we have to collect the data and research analysis. This is the data collection and research analysis applicable for scholarly journals, experiments. Scholarly journals, it's included all the scholars, academicians, professional experts. And the experiments, who's going to available for the science laboratory students, science stream students, go to the experiment concept. And simulations and field work also adapt for engineering streams. So this is the first. Data collections have different scholarly or students articles will publish in science-based journals and engineering-based journals. And second thing, who is authorizing article, books, and submission to the publishers? You can choose. You can apply for this international journal or indexed journal or UGC care listed journal or some national journals. It is authorizing, it will create your values about your paper. Before you are going to very standard and high impact factor having papers, you must prepare a paper in originally. It's have more quality that the papers impact somewhat scale to the society development. This is basic for your paper concern is a good quality. Peer review. So those who are the experts in their journal, editors, reviewers, subject expert, are there in the peer review team. And then rights to management. If you are accessing open access journal, you must having the copyrights. And then if you are having the own publication citations And then publication model, open access society, journal, non-profit. Is there no it's a no money motive. It's free access for everyone. The next slide I will discuss about the open access in very clearly. And commercial journals. If you are the business aspect or you can show your data, it's called commercial journals. And discovery, it is a library where we have to avail this kind of journals, where we have to see this kind of journals where we available by the libraries, scholars, webs, and then Google citations. Each faculties have the Google citations. And scholarly publishing transition. What kind of transition we have availed from the scholarly publishing concept? So from to print to digital. Nowadays, all we are having, even if you could not see the physical currency, it at all. If you all are in the online transaction mode, physical currency values and wallets are increased. Apps, mobile apps, WhatsApp apps also increased. So from point of view, we can take from print to digital. No need for the traditional printing methods. We can keep on this. We are carry on this for particular publishing. It's a big transition help to the open access journal. If you are where we have to living, where you have to study, easily access to papers, what you have to know about the concept, easily accept. That is major transition to from print to digital. So we are having the doubts clarification. No need to carry the books or binded copies of your papers. It is shown on the digital platform, your websites, Google Scholar Index, or some more sources if you are having this. Then open access movement growing. Due to the after pandemic, this is the open access movement growing, so literally increased all in that way. Rise of institutional disparity and printer service. So the printing services on the cost of the papers and documentations all free from to this open access journal and transition about scholarly publishing articles. So that is increasing the interdisciplinary and collaborative research. So that is a nice and good impact to the society for scholarly publishing transition. So that interdisciplinary and collaborative research. If we are the medical field of students, and if you are the social science student, or if you are the engineering students, collaboratively get together your paper and create ideations and create paper to publish in this scholarly publishing articles. So this is a transition across the interdisciplinary and collaborative research in various stream of publications. So use of AI and digital tools in publishing is also helpful to that. Nowadays, no need for teachers, no need for that classrooms. If all the digital transformation with the help of AI and with if you are referring somewhat concept with the help of AI, so all kind of things help from the transition, like in scholarly publishing transition. I hope that I will take the first session, scholarly publishing. What is scholarly publishing? Those who are eligible or available for this particular, and they are having the aspects in the before preparations or after publications to that. And then transition, what are the transition we have available for this open access movement? This is one kind of sessions we can take for the basic fundamental aspects about scholarly publishing. And another one, open access. So this today our topic, scholarly publishing in transition, where it will be reflect the transition, it will be reflect only for open access and future trends. It creates a tremendous and n number of reviewers, viewers, citations created, and scholars, professional academicians, all to access in the open access journal. It's having publishing model that makes scholarly freely available online to everyone. So the open access, it refers freely available online to everyone without subscription. If you are having the traditional publication system, we must pay the book cost, page cost, alignment cost. It's included more number of expenses in that. In this regard, if we are having the open access users, the free available online to everyone. If you are publishing in a free mode, or if you are referring some other published sources, or if you are reading some other book chapters, if you are reading some other articles, it is no without subscription fee. It is there no paywalls or access restriction. You can download easily. You can save if you are comfortable locations in own PCs or on your mobile phone. So that is give a big kind of hands to the budding scholars and academicians for free launching of open access usage. Here, this picture depicts some other aspects for open access. If you are using the open access, expose your work. More exposure for your work. Open access giving free, no cost is there, no restriction is there. Give n number of data for what is you have actually need if it is given from the open access, and practice can apply your funding. It's give also the if you are doing the funding process, it will help you for the guidelines, and then what are the streams have been covered for funding, and then it will give the higher citation rates. If you think about apart from open access in the last or 15 years back, we can think about it. We people are did all the publications. If you do many more things or achievements, but it is not familiarized to anyone. But nowadays, if you are having the open access system, your papers automatically uploaded. If you are having that quality papers automatically show in your Google citations. If we are having the e-resources, so it will lead to higher citations rate about your personal profile. Your research can influence policy. You can access finding. If your thoughts given into the different researcher, all those things, this open access journal helpful to the society. So this is a picture for somewhat representation. What are the features actually that is go on to the generation for the educational journey or somewhat learning employability journey. It is give the higher citation rates, no need for the publications about, no familiarity about your or done achievements. It will show everything about your profile. Here the depiction of pictures. Here I want to give some sentence to easily understand for the audience. Readers do not pay to read our download articles because open access is completely free access. Readers do not pay to read our downloads articles. No need for any fees condition or cost is there. Author rights. If I am the publisher, I have a open access things. I have a copyright and Creative Commons licensing. I have a copyright and Creative Commons license. So that is have the author's right. If the authors are one or two or three, if it is not limited for that. Digital availability for that shorter member of period. It is not restriction in the particular time or particular days or a week or month. It is not. If you are even convenient where you have to sitting, where you have to have the mindset to read anything, it's great features to given for open access. That is a great thing about this open access given for this scholarly and then academicians also. Global reach, it's affordably allows to research. In previous or 10 or years back, if you are attending somewhat a research for colloquium or seminars, conference, people itself my today we have also the connected the collaborations in my own. I have living and presenting my own places alone in somewhat Tamil Nadu in Dindigul district. So we hear the participants from different streams or different institutions or scholars or teachers from different locations. So there is a global reach to connect in every areas in this regard. So the fantastic access or usage given user friendly in the open access for students, researchers, policy makers to access their knowledge. They put in their knowledge or get back to the knowledge for some other reference. So this is a golden features of open access user. Here I have to mention some 10 listed examples of open access in different streams. Here to noted or I think so. This is a meeting all kind of research inside in this, like engineering background or social science or medicine. Somewhat participants in this session. Here I need to be the top and most open access journals in different categories. I was here to listed in 10 concepts. PLOS 1, it is for the exclusive for multidisciplinary science medicines. For it's applicable in the open access journal. PMC series included medicine, biology. It's a sprinter nature. It has the high index quality publications of open access journal. And frontier journals covers those who are going to apply for this frontier journals covers life sciences, health, engineering, and social founders, and then social sciences have to be applied for this open access or applied for this. E-life, research life science medicine supported by major research founders, biology, and then science, medicine, computer science, BJ having the somewhat example of open access and scientific report, multidisciplinary by nature portfolio. Here, the scientific report have the natural calamity, environmental sustainability, climate changes, then having the corporate social responsibilities. So all this content multidisciplinary nature portfolio with open access listed of journals. And SASH open covers humanities, social science, and behavioral sciences. So here I mentioned that n number of publications for those who are the available person, those who are getting that correct stream to have available for this listed examples of open access journal. So the machine learning and open access Asia specific journal of public health is also indexed in UGC CAD listed. So here I want to mention somewhat examples for science stream of students and then biological or medicines or health science, engineering, social science, science and humanities, and then behavioral science. If you all to avail or check about your publications for future publication, or if you are referring some other sources to prepare your paper, kindly refer this kind of. And then this is a picture depicted this open access journal types, how it is like having this types. It's types giving the gold, green, hybrid, diamond. Because first of all, where to publish? If you are the types of open access journal having, you can choose where the type or which type have been availed by the researcher or academicians or the experts. So where to publish? If you are in the gold itself, open access journal, what are the cost article processing charge? It only charge for the article processing charge, not like that for the entire amounts. When is open for access available? Immediately. If any of time you can access immediately, and where it's manuscript available, journal based on publisher website. So always default or lying near your publisher website. It's having some features of gold types of open access and green types of open access journal, subscriptions journals. It's have no cost, immediate and import period. You can access if immediate in anywhere time you can need for the sources, you can refer it for them. And then hybrid types of open access, article processing charge only it will be collected. It also refer immediately journal based publisher website where it will be the publisher have to publish. And the diamond open access journal It's have no cost, immediate journal-based publish websites. As if you are the budding scholar or initiator, preferably you can choose for a diamond publishers types of open access. It is better for your understanding and processing and open access available, manuscript available, known sources about this concept. So the previous slide, I give the picture depiction about the types of open access. Here I want to give the conceptual aspect for easy understanding about the gold open access. This is freely accessible on the publisher's website. Author may pay article processing charge alone, not for the entire processing cost. And then green open access, if you are having or publishing or downloading or referring, somewhat you can use for this types of open access green. Author deposits a version of their paper and prepare to serve with the employer. And hybrid subscription journals allow individual article to be made other payoff article processing charges. It's have some article processing charges. If you are going to publish, it's only charges will be allowed. If you are the availer or user, there is no charges for download, or you can see if any kind of articles. It's not charges for any at all. And diamond platinum of open access, fully free for both authors and readers. It's institutions or organization funded for your various governmental projects. So here the pictures somewhat depictions about open access publishing. Gold or root or green or root. We are giving immediate open access via publishers. First we can take gold or root. Publish in an open access. Pay article process only if you are the going to publish the processing article charges only allowed. If you are the availer or users or reader, there is no fee. Kindly note on it. And then if you have the green open access route, publish in a subscription based journal. Somewhat example, quarterly journals, monthly journals, and then fortnightly or annually, semi-annually. That is subscription based journals comes under the types of green open access route. Search for the OA respiratory system, self-achieve in the basic. It is also accessible immediately if you need any time to access for this publishing aspects in your own mobile phone system. And hybrid journal, subscription based, it's paid open access option. It's given entirely open access options. It's what some collected in the article processing charge. It's very little cost of this for to collect this. This is also hybrid journal route, also immediately access to open if you have anywhere of availability to use for this. And open access benefits. If you are the topic, we can have the transition. So what are the benefits for this? The transition will leads to benefit or drawback to the people like the scholars or academicians or experts from professionals or from various fields of working environment or a society. So how it will be benefited for this? All these stakeholders in this context, increased visibility. Already I'm told this. In the traditional method, we can follow. If you are publishing a paper, I have a book. No one can read or refer it. But I publish a paper in open access. If all kind of people, those who need emerging about that concept, they easily or increase visibility. So one of the major benefits for this, increased visibility and increased citation rates. If every viewers, if we are having the Google citations, we can post our papers, upload our papers. Somewhat journals automatically upload our Google citations based on your quality papers, or international journals, local authors papers, like that. So increase citations rates. First, it will increase the visibility to if we are any people can use or study about your publications, your research work, and increase citation automatically. The viewer's point of view, H index, I index have been increased. And then citation rate, somewhat open access articles, subscription access articles. Here I give for this comparisons about open access article and then subscription access article. Subscription access article like a hard copy of papers. So the access in visibility is not ensured there. But citation open access article, it's applicable to where we are need for that particular concept related to your study or your work natures. You can, so most of citations rates given to open access journal and unique visitors. So I have to divide two unique visitors from this here. Subscription access article, open access article. So subscription access article, scholars or experts having 38% of citation rating. But those who are scholarly article or open access article having persons or individual or researchers or academicians, 62% of citations is more benefited to the research work, express their research work to uses of many more things. Drives innovation, it's create drive. What is the impact about this for this society? It's called drives innovations. Give some drives innovations about our society. Global impact, it will enrich or enhance our global impact through sustainable development or carbon credit. If you are having many, because our carbon credit or sustainability reduce the physical form of papers for forest restoration and forest destroyed. So the open access will be helpful to that for sustainable development and global impact in highly comparatively we have follow the subscription system. So that public access, it's for open access. They are access in the if we are publishing, if you have some stakeholders list. But if you are the users or reader for this particular, if you are the people where you have done to access easily. Comply with founder policies. Somewhat open access policies, they somewhat restrictions, categories, restriction like that, somewhat network coverages, social advertisements inside in this citations. That is all about this benefits. Here, and one more conceptual aspect will explain for the benefits. Democratize knowledge. It will connect the global integrity, interdisciplinary aspect, collaboration with countries, states for that open access will benefited for the users and increase visibility and citation of research. People when view or view, if suppose if the person single person or view have some index, the person downloaded your paper, they have to use for your somewhat aspects or research for further studies. It gives some citations to that own authors having copyrights and encourages collaborations across countries and disciplines. It's no trade policies have some ethical issues and from what happened. Supports innovations and societal impact. Obviously, this open access journal gives societal impacts and innovations to protect the global sustainability for this regard. So here the somewhat benefit we had discussed about in the open access journal benefits for societal and for the individual purpose. If you are having free means, if you are availing, if anything having the free constraint or free offering, have some constraint or concerns, ethics and quality. We have to maintain some ethical quality for this open access journals. So plagiarism, I have to divide the two aspects in this regard. First, we are going to discuss about in the ethical concern. Plagiarism, copying others' work without credit. So if you cannot mention the reference where we have to take, and if we are giving the footnote of in the each pages or give the full reference for the sources where you have to taken for your further studies or further implementations, it must be there given in the copying authors. And authorship issues, post authorship, honorary authorship, they are having the copyrights, have some ethics if you are not taken for the entire papers for your research work. You can cover or refer and modify your thoughts from that previous papers to your future preparations about the proposals of somewhat purpose in educational or somewhat professional purpose. And data fabrications and falsifications, manipulations or investing data, predatory journals charging authors fee without proper peer review editorial standards. It's have some transaction cost only. It's have the editorial standard. We must review and resubmissions after only they are accept our papers. It should be having originality and validity and clarity and objectives impact about your papers. It will be accepted by the P team or editorial standards. Conflict of interest, it will take funding sources or bias. It's not mentioned for that the conflicts of interest inside of this. Duplicate publications, same work, multiple journals. That is very wrong. Ethics concern or terms given in the testimonial have you selected for the journal for your further publications. Duplications, it's not permitted. If you are having the same concept posted in different titles in different publications, these are the constraints strictly not permitted to the ethical concepts of open access journals. And quality concern, if you are discussed in ethical concern and move on to the quality concern, peer review integrity, fake or weak peer review processes. Somewhat journals have not listed in the international, not listed in the UGC care listed. Somewhat a date has been expired, somewhat years has been expired. This is the quality concern need to check for the particularly in open access journal. And then questionable editorial practice, acceptance based on the payment rather than merits, lack of transparency, hidden according to processing charges, unclear policies. It's not clearly mentioned because it depends upon the journal publishes have some preambles or terms and conditions they will apply for this. Article quality variability, it's open access journal may publish low quality work for budding scholars or somebody initiate, they are doing the pilot study survey, it will be considered for open access. It will decide somewhat standard for your citations. And then impact factor observations focus on journal persist over the research value. It will given high index or H index values in your paper validity. So here are some tabulations to explain the impact of open access, demonstrating achievements open access for institutions. Here I mean to reputation, three divisions of given here, demonstrating achievements and reputations building and advancing knowledge. Why we can publish in open access, why we can avail in open access. Three aspects is it's helpful to for our further research development in our ideas converted into somewhat funding proposals, our ideas converted into societal need impacts given to that building reputations, generate funds, and it is having developing alumni connections and amplifying scholarly expertise, preserving scholarly legacy, and then it connect with chain of ideas broken to that national and global interdisciplinary aspects considered for this impact of open access, contributing stories for public relations. If you are giving the statement about somewhat crisis or somewhat problems, if you are having your state or if you are a country, you can study for that. Give the article about your perceptions and recommendations for your that kind of problems it's happening in your places or in your living places or other some other sources. You can add it in aggregations. So this impact will improving the quality. So why we have these kind of very large stages impact in the open access journal? It's improving quality for preparing the research paper. So that alone only we are indexed to having quality and big citations and impact factors are given more. Here give us some graphical representations about the our open access gold types. Here we compare the UA, UK, USA, China for Web of Science category. Here the biomedicine, if you are there in the biomedicine students, if you are covering the medicine central internal and then public and occupational health, the public health department have to do this survey for giving that Web of Science category. They have indexed in for each levels. And biological science, cell biology, plant science, if you are the UK controlled or contributions, what level of this is a slide exactly so for the societal impact, especially in open access journal. The slide exclusive for the open access transition given to the societal need and sustainability across in foreign countries. So that's why I have to exhibit this kind of data for the session. And then arts and humanities, if you take law enforcements, other state having the law enforcement about in the payments or buying and selling activities or transactions, goods exchanges, whatever it is, they have the roles in their own countries with the help of open access and awareness in this concept. And then philosophy and literature-based philosophy also applicable for this Web of Science category, and language and social science, educational research, educational institution like called human behavior, human absorption, product perceptions, brand creations, a implementation toward the business or in this educational institutions. If all to connect with this social science, economic, business, if you are going to study for this, in highly impact for this business aspect will take UK have used open access. Through open access, they will create more citations and contributions about this social sciences. On engineering technology itself, we can take engineering electrical energy fuels and engineering chemicals. So here we have the citations comparatively these three countries' contributions are the highly denoted in 42% in the China for engineering and technological applications through this with the help of open access journal to reach the global people to create enhance their citations for their country's next level development. So this is a platform will help to their societal needs and their needs to their rating across the globe. Here, emerging trends. We are having the topic of scholarly publishing. We discussed about what is the basic thing about in scholarly publishing and what are the transition. The transition, how it will be impact to the open access, and then emerging trends. What are the emerging trends? Apps and citations have been prepared for in gaining popularity. ARXV, BioRevix, SSNR. This is all the emerging trends have been adapted in the open access transition in different automations and science, sustainable development, and atomic power energy corporations that will apply for this emerging trends in the R&D, research and development. Through this, their research and development and data sharing, collaborative interdisciplinary, AI tools, logarithm deductions. Here we need to mention if you are preparing a paper, you must understand the plagiarism level of your papers, and then AI tools will review how the contributions percentage have been taken for the AI, and after that your own perception, own writing given to the summarization of your papers, like for the self development or societal fund or central government fund if you are going to apply. So that is the emerging trends have been helpful to the open access. Future of scholarly publishing, if you are taken for great transparency, open peer review, accessibility, these are already very normal to familiar of all the peoples. In sustainability, open access business models, if you are giving the prototypes, products, prototype models from background of engineering or medicals, biomedicals, the future scholar to accept there. ideas and the tentative pilot study survey. It will convert it into the paper. So these are the future of scholarly publishing impact to reach in that count. So here we are discussed about three different major scholarly and open access. They are having the future trends, transition, where it will be implications, where it will implemented. It's an ethical responsibility. It's have a researcher. What is ethical responsibility? The researcher have referred some other sources. They create their own ideas to put there in the papers. There is ethical responsibility and reputation and creditability. What you have a creditability, what percentage of contributions in your own thoughts, its impact, its reputation to creditability. And intellectual property and recognition. Those you are having the copyright for your particular reference, it must be mentioned in detail for like a footnote or somewhat like in the reference or bibliography or somewhat magazines, newspapers, if anything citation have been taken for your study. And accountability, skill, knowledge and development for implication. This open access gave more implications for this research. I have to mention for this. And apart from this, if you are having the institutions for open access transition, how it will be reflect the institutions for oversighting the academic integrity and easy access. Each institutions having their e-digital library, e-digital campus, e-digital portal, e-digital website platforms. It will integrity and oversight the institutions for their reputations, and they will create the goodwill about their institutions and reputation of funding and training and support. This open access gives some demos for the further implementation of research. The initial stage of research gives some training and support through this transition of open access journal. Complaints and legal responsibility. So that complaints and legal is have ethical and quality concern. It must be adaptable by each and individual researcher and then institutions for publishing or availing or reader about this open access platforms. Innovation and societal impact. Definitely, it will. I conclude this session. Societal impact about the transition of open access. It is a global sustainability and eco-friendly system have been used without papers for this digital transformation visibility. It's given overall to that. Thank you. Thank you for patient listen to this session from various institutions, students, faculties. Dear participants, have you have any doubt about this session? Kindly ask me. Okay, one second. Thank you for the Skill Activate team and Mr. Hari for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my expertise with different streams and different state and global peoples. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, madam, for explaining the types of open access ethics and quality concern, emerging trends, and future of scholarly publishing. Thank you so much, madam, Dr.
Thank
Saranya,
you.
madam, for your thoughtful, provoking presentation. Your insights have truly added value to this session.
Thank you. Thank you.
We also thank all the participants for joining us today and making this event a success. Annaya, please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates.
Ma'am,
Thank you so
YouTube
much.
screenshot. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. I'm not in YouTube, ma'am. I'm in Google Meet only. Then what should I do, ma'am, to add the file? Hello? Hello?
Please fill the feedback form for the certificates.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Hello? Ma'am, last they are asking YouTube screenshot, ma'am. I am in Google Meet only. I didn't attend in use YouTube, ma'am. What I should do, ma'am?
You can join in YouTube live through YouTube link and share. Do that screenshot and share it on YouTube.
Okay, okay, okay.
Where can I fill the feedback form, ma'am? Where do you share?
It is available on YouTube chat and as well as the Google Meet.
Google Meet, where I can find, ma'am?
If you cannot find, you can watch on YouTube live chat, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Those who fill the feedback form can leave the meeting. Please the feedback form for the certificates.
Ma'am, where the link available, ma'am?
Can you please share the link in the Google Meet?
Okay, madam.
Ma'am, it's not open, ma'am.
Saying it's invalid.
Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. And
Where
those
is
who fill the
the
feedback
link
form,
for Google Meet? Yeah, it is not available in the Google Meet. Can you please share the feedback in the Google Meet?
then please check on YouTube live chat.
In YouTube Live, it is not active. It is saying it is invalid.
Now it is available in Google Meet, madam. Please check it.
No, ma'am, it's not available, ma'am. It's not direct.